My name is Cheryl, and I'm the mother of a child with autism. I'm here to explain a little bit about how eye contact is so important to helping these kids get through autism and to be able to communicate. Let me back up a little and tell you a little bit about my son. He was diagnosed with autism about 12 years ago. When we received the diagnosis, we weren't really given a lot of hope. He had no speech, no way to communicate, didn't make eye contact, and all the typical symptoms that you see in a child with autism. But the toughest part was thinking at the time that there wasn't going to be a way to reach our son. So that's when we got to work. We found some great therapy that started us down the path to help our son. But one of the really difficult things was figuring out how we could reach Jack, and the most important part of that is getting him to make eye contact. Now, as you know, it's difficult for kids with autism to make that eye contact, and it's so important. And the best way I could explain why is, imagine if you were having a conversation with somebody and your eyes were shut, or let's say your back was to them and you're having a conversation. It's really difficult without looking somebody in the eye or in the face to understand, is this person happy? Are they sad? Are they bored? Are they confused? Without having that eye contact, it takes away a big part of being able to communicate. At the time when we were going through this, again, it was 12 years ago, there really wasn't a lot of tools out there, toys or tools to be able to help us enforce that eye contact. So we worked really hard at it, 30, 40 hours a week of therapy. The thing that was really great is that it took a lot of work, but once we did that and once Jack started making eye contact, that's when his progress just took off. He understood. He started to understand emotions. That's so important in terms of these children's ability to be social, which is such a difficult thing for them, but to be able to understand that their friend is bored or that somebody's happy or sad by being able to make that eye contact. Once that happened with our son, things just took off. He got his speech. He was no longer as frustrated with things because he could communicate, and it allowed him to learn and to actually progress through this disorder. I learned about bubble tree design when I was on campus at Stanford one day, and I was so excited to hear that organizations like this are coming up with the tools that parents need. Being able to have a puppet that is fun for the kids and actually allows them to focus on making eye contact is such an important first step in terms of helping these kids. So it's really exciting to see that there are companies like this and products that are going to come out to help these families who desperately need help in reaching their kids. So our journey through autism has had a happy ending. Our son, after 3 years of therapy, mainstreamed into a regular kindergarten class. Today he's a 14-year-old teenager in high school, lots of friends, good grades, plays sports, but most of all, he's just a happy kid. And really, isn't that what we want for our children most of all? So I feel we're fortunate. I feel that all our hard work has paid off. But I also feel that first step of getting the eye contact was a big part of allowing our son to move forward through the autism spectrum. To those parents out there, I just like to say, stay strong. It's a tough road, but fortunately, there's a lot of support out there and tools that can help you and your child get through this disorder. This is my son, Jack. Jack, anything you want to say?
I'd just like to thank the parents that help their kids live with autism, and especially to companies like Bubbletree that give them the tools to do so.